For exercise 15-2, I'm going to use a template. The template that I'm going to be using is ACAD3D.dwt. Now, in every instance so far, I've shown that you can change the UCS icon simply by clicking on here and manipulating your axes. Well, for 15-2, I'm going to do it a little bit different, just show you a different way. I know that I want to draw this thing originally from the right side view. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to type UCS, enter, right, enter. It does essentially the exact same thing as moving your y-axis up. It's just a little bit different way of doing it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to polyline. If you use the regular line command, after you're done, you're going to have to do a polyline edit, convert that line into a polyline, and then join it with the rest of the lines, or use the region command to turn your individual lines into a region. By using the polyline command, if you do everything in one fell swoop, you don't have to worry about going back and creating regions when you're done. So that's typically what I like to do. This is kind of a complex object, so it may take more than one polyline anyway. So to start, I'm just going to draw my line over here, 1.13, and we'll zoom in so that that's a little bit bigger. This line is going to go up. I'm going to go all the way up to the top at 3.13. And then it's going to come over 1.13. I'm not exactly sure how far it comes down. So I'm going to go ahead and end the command there and then start back here at the other side. So I've got this line segment right here that comes up 0.38, and then I've got an angled section where it's going to go over 0.63 and up the difference between 1.13 and 0.38. So you got a little bit of math that's required to do here at this point, and the easiest way to do the math is to take 1.13 and subtract the 0.38. Go ahead and use the calculator. Don't try to do it in your head. So I know that this line is going to go to the right 0.63 and up 0.75. So that's going to be 0.63, 0.75. And then again, I'm going to come back to the other side, and this line is going to come down. The difference between 2 and 3.13 is 1.13. And then when that comes in, it's just going to be lined up vertically with this piece and come down. So this is the shape of my object. Now I have multiple polyline segments in here anyway, so I'm going to use the region command, or you just type region, or you can type REG, enter, and then just select all your objects. Once you have that, you can extrude this region the total thickness of 2.88. And that gives me my overall size. Now the last thing that I need to do is I need to put a fillet on here that's going to be 0.63 by 1.88. I'm sorry, it's a chamfer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here to chamfer, and I'm going to select this edge right here. Now the first edge that I select is what the first distance is going to be applied to. So this is the edge that it wants to pick for me right now, so I want to make sure that this is my first chamfer distance is 0.63. So I'll say OK and type 0.63, and then my second chamfer distance was 1.88. And then I'll go back and reselect the edge after I put in those distances and hit enter. And you can see here on the model that this is what this final shape actually looks like.